Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. I actually haven't played this in a little while because I've been sick like twice this week. And so I've been like avoiding everything pretty much. But now I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Not entirely, but enough to be in good shape. So what we're going to do here, I was sitting here kind of thinking about what I should do. And then it kind of hit me. We need to finish up the four-wheel drive cup, which we have just enough horsepower here that we might be able to get away with it. The limit's 690, but this car is about as close as we're going to get to it. I could go and toss like a turbo kit into it, but it's like $70-something thousand, and so I don't think I'm really going to do that, but we might have enough to be able to get it anyways. You don't necessarily have to have exactly that amount. I mean, it makes it a lot easier, but, you know, it's obviously not how it's going to work today. So hopefully my skill didn't get too rusty from playing this, and maybe I'll actually be able to pull it off anyways, so wish me luck. So, story time today, by the way. I just got home from work, so it's time to relax for the weekend. Oh man, this car sounds awesome. And it's got a lot of horsepower. It's the most we've played with in a little while. So, last night I got off of work, and then my brother came. He's like, hey, we should check out this gym that I go to. I don't know whether it's like a national chain or not, but it's called Planet Fitness. So, and if you guys have them, I don't know if it's like a national chain or not, but if you can identify with this, then this is going to make this story even more valid and ridiculous. But so he and his wife both work out there because it's like $20 a month. So, you know, obviously, with times the way they are, it's probably not a bad idea to save a little bit of money here and there. And so they go there, and he'd had a bunch of stories about how the whole place is just totally ridiculous, but I didn't believe it necessarily. And I was like, it can't be that bad. I mean, you know, whatever. So I go in there, and here's the way. I have a really big problem with the way this place operates. It really just you know, chaps my sack, you know. Okay, so I go in there, and I will say one thing. They had a lot of really nice-ass equipment. I mean, everything is, like, super brand new, and it's all squeaky clean and everything, and they got all this top-of-the-line equipment. But first of all, they've got, like, 6 billion cardio machines. I'm talking, like, they got treadmills out the ass everywhere in there. There's, like, 3 rows of, like, 70 treadmills. So, that's one thing. 2, they have, like, just this little itty bitty teeny area that actually has like actual like weightlifting machines. Like there's just barely anything there. And then like plastered all over the walls they have the words, you know, this is a no judgment zone. We do not tolerate quote unquote lunks. I've never actually heard lunks used before as a terminology of anything, but apparently that's their way of defining a meathead. And they're like, you know, their traditional definition of what one of these is, you know, the guy that comes into the gym wearing the wife beater shirt with like the, you know, drinking water out of the gallon jug that's, you know, slamming weights together and, you know, doing this and that and the other. And so apparently they don't tolerate that, and if their lunk alarm goes off from you know, apparently violating any of these things, they kick you out. So, you know, God forbid that people actually work out, you know, the way they want to. But the big thing is, you know, they pride their entire facility off of the no judgment zone, yet pretty much their entire company is predicated off of judging people. It's like, you know, we don't want anybody to judge anybody, but we're going to completely discriminate on who we allow to, you know, work out in our establishment. So that's pretty much exactly what we're doing. It's like, did you guys think about that at all? I mean, I get that you want to make a comfortable environment for people to work out in, but when you're discriminating against the people and you're pretty much disallowing the people that would most likely be spending the largest amount of money in your establishment, you're kind of making things hard on yourself. And like, think about like how think about like the people that you're not letting in. They're going to tell other people about that, and then you're going to lose a giant following of customers, and then it's going to be this huge thing. And it's like, why is it such a big deal? I mean, I get it. Ooh, that's like the exact same car. That's literally the same car that we have right now. Like, to the T. Mine, that is literally 100% the same car. And I'm going to sell it because we need some extra money, so there we go. Alright, well, that was really weird. I don't really know why they gave us the same exact car. I'm not mad about it. I mean, I accidentally bought the same exact car a couple episodes ago. Twice, so, you know, that shit happens. Okay, so this is a little bit of an unexpected deal here. I wasn't planning on doing this early. I know that I already did an endurance race, but I kind of want to do another one. Of which I could do this one. This is... Oh, actually, I can't do that one. Not with this car. I can't. No, it wasn't that one either. Was it this one? 690. I could do this one, the Grand Valley Speedway. This is one that I could do. I don't really know exactly how much 300 kilometers is, but we might as well jump into it anyways, because 500 Gs is going to be awesome if we can pull it off. So, obviously we're not going to get it all done in one episode, blah-bitty blue, but let's do it anyways, because it's going to happen. And we can keep talking about this. I just really hope that the cars we're racing against are going to make this easy. At least we're in a four-wheel drive car, so that makes it about as good as it can possibly get. I'm going to guess we're probably going to be up against like actual race cars, or not. Well, here we go. This ought to be interesting. This is such a... 60 laps? Oh my god! Oh man, and this is such a long race too. Holy cannoli. Great. Jillian Armstrong's ghost fat. Holy geriatrics. Okay, well, that was unexpected. We're going to be doing this for a long time, but that's okay. I mean, it's all in the spirit of things. And, you know, it's going to be so worth it when we have a really large amount of money sitting in our bank account. So I was a little bit taken back by that, but we're gonna make it work. I make it work. Yeah. I make it work. Woo. Woo. Hello. That's kind of a cool car. This is definitely not going to be as easy as I thought. But then again, you know, 690 being the limit, that was bound to happen. But yeah, I thought that was so weird that it's like, you know, why exactly are you going to build this discrimination zone? I mean, it's not a big deal. A lot of the people that, you know, are quote-unquote meatheads, you know, I get it, they're kind of douchebags. And, you know, they like to get super into their workout routines, but think of it this way. I mean, obviously, you know, they're catering to a bunch of amateurs that have no idea what's going on, which is one other big problem I have with that place. You get people that are on, like, the circuit machines, when me, being a guy that knows kind of what he wants from, you know, the workout equipment, I know exactly what I'm doing, and so I like to kind of, you know, work out in a bit of a speedy manner, because I know what the hell's going on. A lot of these people that are jumping onto these machines literally have absolutely 2 squirts of piss of an idea of what's going on, of which that didn't really make any sense, but generally it means that they have no idea what they're doing. And so, you know, when you get people that know what they're doing, sitting here having to wait for a bunch of yahoos that don't know what they're doing to try to understand how the equipment works, it's kind of a pain in the dick. And so that's where the problem comes in. You know, you don't want to be rude, but you would kind of like to get on with your life and get your workout done, but they just make it impossible for you. But you can't say anything about it because obviously then you'll get kicked out. So it's like, you douche holes, just figure it out. It's not that hard. I mean, look at the thing. You grab the bar and you pull down. How hard can that be? You sit down in the seat, you grab the bar and you pull down towards your chest. There's really no other way that you could do it. It's really funny watching these people try to get used to this stuff sometimes. What kind of car is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spadudios. Ugh. Well, that guy's going to be a thorn in my ass for a little while. Eventually, I'm going to pass him. I mean, this is going to be a long race, so as long as I can just stay competitive here, then we're going to eventually win this. I just really hope I don't lose. If I lose this race and I have to do it again at some point, I'm going to hate my life so much. And I'm sure that you guys are going to hate my life too, because you're going to have to watch it again. And I really didn't want to have to, you know, spend the extra 70 grand to get the turbo kit put in here to pretty much ensure my way to freedom and victory. So, you know, everybody's going to have to put up with it. But I'm going to be okay. I mean, it's all a process of me just getting used to driving this car. I I mean, one race isn't quite enough. Plus, I'm not really used to driving on this track either. This is another one that's a little bit tricky to get your sea legs on. There we go. I'm just excited that it's my weekend right now. I've been so run down and everything. It probably doesn't help that I've been still going to work out anyways. It's not exactly one of my smarter ideas, but you know, it was my brother's thing. He's like, "Oh, dude, we need to go work out, man. I need you to see the spectacularness that is the gym that I am suckered into going to." But yeah, that's my big thing, dude. Planet Shitness. That is a place for amateurs. Let me tell you what. It's just a big contradiction is my general perception of what I think that place is. Just this giant thing where like, oh, we don't want anybody to judge anybody, but we're gonna do it all day long because that's exactly how we do things. You may not think that that's what we're doing, but that's exactly what we're doing. I just think it's a bad business practice to do things that way. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. I'm just the guy that runs the cash register. So, I kind of want to like watch a movie tonight. I don't really know what I want to watch though. I'm not really motivated to do much of anything today. I had to move a refrigerator from one store to another one today, and that was just a big pile of crap. Because moving those things, especially after having a workout as intense as I had, you know, that was very stressful. Oh, another thing about this place that I forgot to mention, they don't really have very heavy weights. Like their free weights only goes up to like 75, which for some of you, you know, it sounds like quite a lot. But like when you get the people that actually work out normally, I mean, it gets to the point where that's definitely not enough anymore, and that's kind of annoying. Like I took my brother to my gym the other day because, you know, it's one that's designed for people that actually know what the hell they want with their lives, and you know, he decided because you know, the one that I work out, it goes all the way up to like 120. He's like, oh my dear God, I haven't seen weight like this in a while, and he just like, his muscles had atrophied to a certain extent where he couldn't even lift that type of weight anymore because he couldn't. So it was kind of funny to watch. But yeah, I'm kind of hungry. From moving that fridge today after my muscles have been completely obliterated. All I had for lunch today was just like some little bourgeois stuff from Taco Bell. I had to drive up to my other store, you know, with a giant refrigerator in the back. And I'm sitting here like, well, I don't really have time to go sit down and eat something, so I might as well just, you know, hit the drive-through, even though I definitely just had Taco Bell yesterday. Thank God that you can never have too much of that. No, don't you spin out. Dude, this guy is an aggressive little dickhead. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get there! I'm gonna... Yes, because that's exactly how he talks, just like that. People in their Italian cars. I don't even know what type of car that is. It's really weird. I've been trying to figure it out the whole time. It kind of reminds me of, like, the back of it reminds me of very vaguely like a Toyota MR2. That's what it reminds me of, even though I know for a fact that's not what it is, because no Toyota MR2 ever in the world had 600 and something or other horsepower. That's just a giant pile of sacrilege. But, oh my God, dude, we're only 4 laps out of 60. This is going to be like 12, well, not 12 videos, because of the fact that, you know, part of this video was spent on that other race that we were dealing with. But, dude, it's going to be a long haul. We're just going to put it that way. I'm excited though, because 500 freaking C-spans all up in my McGillicuddy is just going to be great. Because then it'll kind of give us a little bit of freedom again to kind of do as we please. And then we'll be able to knock out some more races. Eventually we're going to be able to do some of those rally events. I really want to make sure that I have a real rally car before I actually start diving into that stuff again. Because obviously, you know, the little imposter cars that are, you know, 4-wheel drive that you just throw some dirt tires on, apparently is just not going to cut it. Jeez. That turn is really, it's trouble, man. I've not had a very good time trying to get through that for some reason. It's just not Not having what I have on the menu here. Ooh. Oh no! Ow! You little kumquat! Every time it's like that same story, man. I'm sitting here trying to slowly take my time through that turn, and this little Smitty Werbenjagerman Jensen is just throwing his vehicle all over the place. See, look at that. Totally looks like one. For people that know cars, it totally looks like an MR2 from the back, at least, and all except for that giant-ass, Mexican-ass spoiler in the back there. You want... what the hell was it from that Grand Theft Auto video I did the other night? You want the chainsaw, gringo? Yep. Definitely want that. You want the big spoiler, gringo? More aerodynamic, gringo. It's such a funny word, gringo. Just every time I hear it, it reminds me of Beavis and Butthead Do America. I am Cornholio. I am a gringo. All right. I think that as soon as I get done with this lap, because my throat's starting to get kind of scratchy from talking, maybe I was getting sick after all. I mean, I already knew that I was kind of coming down with something, but maybe that was the final nail in the coffee here. Oh no, I'm coming for you. I only have eyes for you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you. Oh, nope, he's just gonna speed off. Alright, guys, well, we have run out of time for this episode, so when we come back in the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, we gotta catch up with that car. It's obviously going to be a two-man race this whole way. It's going to be us and that guy. I'm sure we're probably going to pass all these cars at one point or another. But the question is, will we win? Because if we don't, I think that I may get diabetes and a side of clinical depression from this. So, until then, this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.